ladies and gentlemen. Our next guest on the program this evening is a singer-songwriter and frontman for a band entitled False Priest. Please join us in welcoming to the program the very talented, the majestic Evan Greenwald. There he is, my man.
How's it going?
Hey, thank you very much for being on the program.
Everybody's standing over me. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh man, it's great to have you. It's great to have you on the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, of course.
Back in sunny Novato.
That's right. Now, starting off with something kind of basic, what would you say is the meaning of life?
42.
Now, is Douglas Adams, would you say he's an influence?
The idea of the meaning of life being 42 and the absurdity of, like the fact, why would you, like, I guess the joke of 42 is like, why would you even try to find a catch-all meaning of life anyway, right?
Right.
It's like, the question is revealed to be, what is 6 times 9?
Oh. And which, of course, is 45. Is that right, Dan?
No.
6 times 9? 54? I have dyslexia, but with numbers.
Yeah, so. I have similar, yeah.
Who are some of your main musical influences or more artistic?
Right now, my biggest influences are things that are capturing the moment right now of like what it feels like to be alive in 2018.
Sure.
Because I don't think rock music hasn't done that for a minute. I mean, there's been good rock music that's come out that I really like.
Right.
But I don't feel like it's captured the essence of our, times, whatever that could mean.
Exactly.
I would say musical innovation historically has moved with where technology is at, right? So there's people making music on their laptops right now, in GarageBand, whatever, with shoestring budget, making, music that sounds like their material surroundings, right?
Exactly.
And if you're working at the level of that I'm at, there's no risk at all because nobody cares.
I wouldn't say that nobody.
Well, no, not nobody
cares.
But I'm not gonna lose my massive people.
Right.
That for me yet.
Exactly.
Knock on wood.
That's right. This is actually a synthetic material. Let's talk about your new album, Driving in Circles. What inspired the title, first off, Driving in Circles?
Well, I sort of had this belief when I left the Bay Area to go to New York that I could sort of just start new, and just by the sheer force of moving somewhere else. I guess essentially I was blaming my problems on my environment.
Right.
And so I thought, okay, new city, new vibe, new me, right?
Exactly.
And what I realized was that you can't do that, right?
You traveled there and realized that you had taken yourself there.
Yeah, right. And the issues that I had in my life, they just came up again in a different way. And so when I say driving in circles, it was just sort of like, well, I was going somewhere, but I ended up essentially the same place where I was at before.
Gotcha.
And so the theme in the album to me is circular self-deception, right? So if I just do this one thing, then that'll fix the problem.
Yeah.
And you end up doing that thing, nothing changes, and you're back at square one. So driving in circles.
How would you describe your genius?
I wouldn't argue that it exists, but if there was an argument to be made, it has yet to be proven, because we haven't done anything, So
You've written dozens of songs. You've sold a flamin' bag of hot Cheetos for $50.
Okay,
Is that right?
You're right about that.
Yeah. So that's.
I did sell a bag. We played a Noise Pop Festival 2015, opening for my good friends Palehound. And when we were bringing the merch in, I realized that I had also accidentally brought in a bag of flamin' hot Cheetos with a lime. And it was already on the merch table because we just brought it in. So I just wrote False Priest on it in Sharpie. And then on the stage, I said it was for $50. And then the first thing that happens when I get off the stage is there's a dude there, very yuppie looking, no offense to him. Well, maybe, but And he says I want to buy the bag. I want to buy the Cheetos. And I didn't hear him. I thought he wanted to buy the tape, so I gave him the tape that we had.
Sure.
And he said, "No, I want the Cheetos." And I was like, "Are you sure?"
You warned him.
I couldn't. I just didn't believe that anyone was actually going to do it, especially so quickly. And he handed me $50.
He didn't want to wait in line. He didn't want to get beat out.
Yeah, so he got it right away, and then according to my stepfather was sitting at the bar. He sat right next to my stepfather, opened the bag, and he ate him right there. And it's $50 down the drain.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't believe.
You know, he's probably still got that bag.
No, well, I hope he does because he spent $50 on it. But he might not. I mean, he might have thrown it away. I mean, I don't know. And we had a brief campaign on social media to find him because it seemed only right to put him on the guest list from now on. But
so you weren't able to find him? You know, I kind of hope you don't find him. I think it makes the story a little bit more mysterious.
I would love to see him again. I put a poster on our Facebook, and it had a picture of Flamin' Hot Cheetos with lemon and a dark silhouette, and it said, "Have you seen this man?"
Is that right? And,
this is probably the best thing we've done as a band. So.
Well, Evan, thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much for having me. It's
Evan,
great to be back in Novato, California.
Thanks again for being back. Evan Greenwald, ladies and gentlemen, frontman for False Priest, singer-songwriter. We'll be right back. Evan Greenwald.
Dedicated to John Holden, rest in peace. I'm not waiting for the weekend, 'cause that's when my friends go drinking. And I swear one day they'll come back with one fewer. He was waiting by the deep end, and that's when we pushed him in. And he swam, oh yeah, he swam. I am alive, he cried before he sank in. No one's gonna be my guardian. No one's gonna keep me far from harm, so I will try my best. I will try my best until I was raised to be a wreck, but I have the best intentions. So would you please let me be worried for a bit? Let me be your mother tonight. Let me be your mother tonight. No one's gonna be my guardian.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very talented, the majestic Evan Greenwald. That's Let Me Be Your Mother off of a brand new album entitled Driving in Circles. Evan, that was an incredible performance that I had a front row seat for. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been our pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, from all of us here at Novato Community Television, this has been Night Studio.